when I came out of the mist of having children, I kind of had this little freak out about the environment and the planet and where we're going with everything. And I was deeply concerned that maybe I shouldn't have even had the children, because I wasn't taking into consideration the lives that they are going to have to live. And I felt a deep sense of responsibility for that. There's something which is called the campsite rule, which is that you go, when you go camping and you set up your tent and you stay there for 3 days, and then when you leave, you take everything with you. You leave it in as good a situation as it was when you arrived, or better. And if you attempt to apply that rule to any human being when they leave planet Earth, where are we with that? So few people are able to say that they leave the planet the way that it was. We just have such a massive impact. And this is a really long way of saying in 15, 20, 25 years' time, when my kids look me in the eye and say, well, what did you do? You knew that this was not good. What did you do? And I want to be able to say to them, I want to look them in the eye and say, I've done everything I could. And so I kind of looked at my skill set and looked at the things that interest me, because I think you've got to have passion to have tenacity. I don't think that you can arrive at something to do, but if it's not something you are deeply committed to because you're not passionate about it, you won't have the drive to see it through. I have this thing for homewares and the thing is that everyone needs them. You can't kind of go through life without a cup, or without bed linen, or without spoons, or they're things that ultimately people are going to want at some point. And so I feel that it's okay to be creating things like that. I think that it's important to create beautiful things and things with stories, because people are more likely to hold on to those things for longer, and I think they're more likely to fix them if they break as well, and they're more likely to be mindful about them while they use them. And also with a bit of a background in food and an interest in food, for me the idea of locavore eating was a really pertinent one, because this whole idea that you bring everything back down to 100 miles and all of a sudden everything becomes accountable. You don't dump pesticides in your 100-mile zone because you're the one that's going to be eating the food So there's this whole thing about accountability and transparency that happens when you bring everything back down to 100-mile sourcing. And so I thought, well, if I combine the two, then I will feel that I will have passion for it, but B, I will feel that it is something that is worthwhile, and it fits with it fits with my skill set.